107.5 The Game Podcasting is sponsored by Modern Exterminating, a family-oriented company. Professional, honest, and dependable pest control solutions. We're your one-stop shop for all pests.
Looking back really quick Saturday, to me, a few things happened. One is, I think what Clemson did, Clemson was like, look, the only way that offense, South Carolina's, is truly going to get us, in their opinion, was let Lenore Sellers tuck the ball and run. They only blitzed 10% of the time, Jay. Tom Allen's defense has blitzed over 30% of the time in every game. Only 10% on Saturday. Yeah. They were going to say we're going to rush 4 against a bad offensive line. We got NFL dudes on our front line defensively. We're going to go let them eat and see if they can get to him. And 2, we're going to keep guys back and not let this cat take off and make us highlight fodder like last year. And look, Lenore's threw for 381. It didn't feel like it. I mean, South Carolina.
It's a very misleading. This year, that's a very misleading stat.
It just didn't feel like you had 2 gigantic plays, a few other kind of explosives. But once again, you scored 2 touchdowns on 2 big plays. And look, we all love explosive plays. Problem with this offense, again, it's been like this on and off for Shane's entire tenure. They are not efficient. They are a low-success, low-efficiency offense that relies on big plays. It's like anything, Jay, when you're getting big plays, they're great, but you can't live on big plays all the time. You got to be able to sustain drives and score touchdowns by going 10, 12 plays, 75 yards. And it starts with your offensive line's not good enough to let you do that.
You've got some guys that have some ability. I'm not talking – I'm beyond Lenore's, obviously. But no one that you could consistently turn to. You know, Attaway, Faison, none of the tailbacks ever seemed to be that guy that could just carry the load, no pun intended. You didn't have a Josh Simon at tight end. You had some guys that you liked, but it felt like Brown and Hunt just never really got it going. Smith got hurt early. Just never seemed to have it at that position this season. Harbor got better, and I like that Harbor does a lot of good things now without the football, but you want him doing more with the football. Mm-hmm. Jaden came on late. You know, again, Murph and Rowe and some of those guys, flashes, but there just wasn't that guy. I think, again, I don't think it was so much opposing coaches looking at last season as much as looking at this season.
I'm extremely invigorated and excited about 2026 when you look at who is returning, when you look at the signing class that we're about to sign on Wednesday. That's the other thing. We've got signing day on Wednesday, and we've got a hell of a class that we're about to sign. I know it's not a huge class, and that's what you guys and the recruiting experts base the rankings on, but if you look at the average star rating or whatever it is, we got a top 10 class we're about to sign on Wednesday, and we ain't done yet either in some ways. So got to get this class signed. We got some day one difference makers on and off the field that are joining this program after Wednesday, along with a really hurt group of guys that never want to feel this feeling again coming back, and can't wait until school starts in January to get this group back and get going on 26.
Obviously, you want to learn from this, right? Everybody can flush this and flush that. Yeah, absolutely. But you also want to stop, just like 2023. At the end of 2023, Shane said, I'm going to leave no stone unturned to fix this. We want to come back strong in 2024. We're going to learn from it. And a lot of what you just heard now. And to the team's credit and the coaching staff's credit, they did bounce back, and they won 9 games last year and just missed the college football playoff this year once again. To the surprise of most folks, not just here but around the country, South Carolina cratered to go to 4-8. Even worse than 2023, which was 5-7. So we've seen it happen before. And so I guess is how confident are you it can happen again? Because it did happen before. It went from 5-7 to 9-3. Can it bounce back from 4-8 into another 8-4, 9-3 type season or better? Whatever the case. We shall see. But Shane talking about getting ready right away for the start of 2026. So this does not happen again.